Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. We don't have to defeat any individual but our own self. Home is where somebody notices when you are no longer there. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read, one to write in. You not only are hunted by others, you unknowingly hunt yourself. The company you choose to keep says a lot about who you are. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them, the army relies to make its every move. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. Growing up is losing some illusions in order to acquire others. Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization. If you believe you can, you might. If you know you can, you will. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. I do not know everything, still many things I understand. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. At some point, we all look up and realize that we are lost in a maze. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. Everything, no matter how beautiful, is only with us for a while. Living never wore one so much as the effort not to live. Done is better than perfect. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. Birth is not the beginning. Death is not the end. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. Other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Don't flail against the world. Use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. People don't always want to be with people. It gets tiring. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. Feet, what do I need them for if I have wings to fly? It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. From a certain point onward, there's no longer any turning back. Life, unfortunately, doesn't seem to care what we want. Irrational expectations are at the root of most human suffering. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. In war, practice dissimulation and you will succeed. I'm going to try speaking some reckless words, and I want you to try to listen recklessly. Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. There is little success where there is little laughter. Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget who you are. Do not use life to give life to death. Do not use death to bring death to life. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Winning isn't enough. The acme of all skill is to defeat your enemy before taking the field. A tiny change today brings a dramatically different tomorrow. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. I live in my own little world, but it's okay. They know me here. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. The key to life is accepting challenges. Once someone stops doing this, he's dead. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm.